Alright, hello everyone, it's Ghosttrick here. Today I'm in a bit more of a chipper mood. So today I wanted to talk about the Fallout 76 AMA they did on Reddit today, or it will probably be posted tomorrow, so yesterday. Basically, they answered in question, if you don't know what AMA even is, ask me anything. Basically, they tried to answer as many questions as possible regarding to the future of 76 and the roadmap and whatever questions you may had. Unfortunately, I missed it because I'm a piece of work that doesn't contribute anything and I sleep till noon, so yeah, you get the idea. Anyways, some questions were answered that I was glad we did get answers for, like Mischief Knight is not coming back because of the strain it caused to servers and players, so that makes sense. And we got answers to the whole legendary crafting thing of like, it will be more along the lines of like how you roll for Secret Service armor, except for it might have a little bit few more caveats to it. They haven't went into details about that at all. And they were even upfront with us about expeditions, saying that they aren't going to come this year. I appreciate that. What they failed to address is, first, nuclear winter. Nuclear Winter hasn't gotten an update in a long time, and it's been basically thought to be abandoned by Bethesda. Well, they basically kind of confirmed today, without really saying anything, that they have no intentions on working on Nuclear Winter. It was asked quite a few times by a bunch of different people, are you going to update Nuclear Winter? They never responded to a single question about it. They answered the question about expeditions, which they are kind of hyping up. You know, they came out and said they are not coming till next year. Smaller things like being able to wallpaper your ceilings and the outside of your buildings was said that it was on their radar, but they're not going to work on it right now. But why was not a single Nuclear Winter question answered of, are you going to update the mode anymore? It wasn't answered. It went unanswered. Next is hacked and legacy items. There was a few questions about what are you going to do about hacked and legacy items. They didn't answer it. They just chose not to answer it. It was asked a few times, not as many as Nuclear Winter, but it was still asked, and they never gave an answer. They just chose to ignore those questions. And you know why they didn't answer it? It's because it isn't a problem until you talk about it or give an answer. They don't want to acknowledge it because if they acknowledge it, that means they'll have to do something about it. But if they don't acknowledge it, then they don't have to do anything. Like, let's take TF2 for example. They're never going to say the game is actually dead. It's been like, what, 2, 3, maybe 4 years since Jungle Inferno came out. Valve hasn't actually said anything about an actual update because you don't acknowledge the problem. You just let it persist. That way you can get the community's hopes kind of up of, we're not going to drop this thing entirely. And with hacked weapons, I don't know if that they know how to do anything about them because just the way the game is. Like, there is no unique IDs. You know, a lot of people want them removed. I don't care if they get removed or not. They're not hurting me at the end of the day. But they never even gave a single we're looking into it or it's even on our radar. And on our radar is, you know, it's an idea that we're talking about that might come to fruition one day. They never even gave a we're looking into it or anything of the sort. Bethesda doesn't even want to acknowledge hacked weapons or legacies. Like, you'll see threads about it on Reddit and whatever. They'll get like 1,000 upvotes saying remove this damn hacked weapon. And Bethesda never acknowledges it in the slightest. So yeah, it's pretty painfully obvious that Nuclear Winter is probably dead and probably won't make it past this year. If we're being realistic here, they'll probably reintroduce survival or something, because it kind of seems like that's the direction they want to maybe go, especially with private servers. And hacked and legacy guns, legendary power armor, all that stuff is probably not gonna get any form of attention because I don't think they can do anything about it without like having to really go in deep and actually try to work on some things. With Bethesda's short-term profits of let's make what we can before we dump the game entirely, they don't care. It's not worth their time to remove. Unless it's like insta-killing the Scorchbeast Queen, they don't care. Even then, people are killing the Queen in like under a minute, but you know, it's whatever. Bethesda just doesn't care. You know, they're here to make what money they can, and then once they told the project's dead, they're gonna fucking bail. Yeah, anyways, that's it. Just really disappointed about Bethesda regarding those little 3 things. You know, I just want them to acknowledge things and be communicative because that was one of their goals originally. But it's obviously not anymore. Otherwise, I do kind of look forward to the update a bit, the whole year entirely. I am disappointed we're not getting a bunch of more events, maybe some more quests, because the Steel Rain update, let's be real here, is probably not going to be any more than like 2 hours, just being realistic. The rest of this all just seems like quality of life updates that we should have gotten a year or 2 ago. But I guess better late than never. I do look forward to it, and anyways, that's me, Ghosttrick. If you like it, then I wouldn't mind a like, you know. If you dislike it, then dislike it. If you want to throw me a subscription, hey, I appreciate it. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day.